The fire itself creates that smoke, which creates inflammation or irritation in the lining of your lung. So it does two things. One, it makes the lung more susceptible for it to actually get infected. Secondly, you're coughing, so if you are infected, you're more likely to spread it to others.
So California is the new ground zero for coronavirus hype, coronavirus scare, because
they were
of
talking
the
about smoke there.
Wildfires. But he's talking about wildfires and the effects of what wildfires do to people and how they can become super spreaders because they're coughing, because they're breathing outside, and it also leaves you susceptible to the bad side effects of coronavirus.
Fake news.
Why is it fake news?
Fake news.
As a doctor.
Fake news, because I'm buying into what everybody's throwing down. I was watching the SLO County Health Department's update the other day on the KSBY Facebook feed, and everybody was like, tell Dr. Penny to stop lying. It's all lies. This is all lies.
Well, that's what commenters are saying? So you're believing the commenters?
No, I thought it was funny, though. And then other commenters are putting links up to the San Luis Obispo County Health and Wellness Services, mental health and wellness services. It was Allison Edwards. You probably know that name because she comments on our page sometimes, and she can be kind of wild. And if you're a social media guru, you probably know who Allison Edwards is. She is a troll, big time. And I mean that the nicest way, Allison. Good morning. But she thinks it's all lies, and she was very funny. I don't think she meant to be funny. I just found it to be funny. You know what you call trolls? You call them individuals who are active on social media because that is how you treat them with respect. Well, that's not the acronym for troll.
You don't say, no, I'm not looking for the acronym for troll. I'm just saying there are individuals who are active on social media if you were to meet Allison and she were to walk through the door right now and you'd be like, I know you, you're that troll from the internet. Don't you think that would not resonate very well for a first impression?
Probably not.
As opposed to saying, I know you, you're that individual that's very active on social media.
But Jeff, that's not me. I'm not a sugarcoater. I'm going to go with the troll and see what happens. Anyways, good morning. Welcome into Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend. Hey, I know that you bring up the smoke, and that made me think of all this craziness. On which side of things you are, because everything now you have to pick a side, right? If it's political, if it's not political, if it's coronavirus, if it's smoke related, if it's fire related, the climate fires. Oh my God. People will have to pick a side whether they think climate change is causing these fires or it's just bad weather patterns. I think everything is so funny. We not just...
The fires have created their own climate change. I will say that.
Well, yeah, I know, but the whole thing is climate change, that those people are pounding their fists.
Environmentalists have told us that we can't rake the forests. So then what happens? We have too much fuel for the fires. Then 1 year, you're going to get some lightning strikes and some wackos that like to set fires.
You get a weather system come through with 40-mile-an-hour winds and a fire.
4 million acres are going to be on fire.
I mean, it's bad everywhere. And I'm not saying climate change doesn't exist. I think climate change has been around forever.
There's probably a little bit of climate change and a little bit of environmentalism. Yeah. But you know what? Environmentalism is not going to ever shoulder the blame for the amount of fuel that is out there. You don't rake those forests, it's gonna allow for more fuel. That's just that is common sense. That is just it just shows you.
This kook is saying that
He's not a kook, he actually works for the CDC. He's a doctor.
He says says that if you're in a forest fire smoky area, there's a better chance that because you're coughing from the smoke that you could be spewing more. What do they call that? Spaticle. So droplets.
So you go outside, you get a good inhale of that smoke, and it's not the one that you're getting from the Camel unfiltered. It's the one that you're getting from just breathing the air. You get a good inhale of that, and then it causes you to cough. Well, if you're infected and you're coughing, and you get that good inhale. Yeah. So listen to the comments again, because I mean,
it's common sense. If something makes you sneeze, then, if you're allergic to a cat and you're around cats all the time and you have coronavirus, then it's not good because you're going to be spewing particles everywhere because you're sneezing.
Yes.
Because that's how it transmits.
Common sense, but it's common sense that you should not ignore.
The fire itself creates that smoke, which creates inflammation or irritation in the lining of your lung. So it does two things. One, it makes the lung more susceptible for it to actually get infected. Secondly, you're coughing. So if you are infected, you're more likely to spread it to others.
So it opens you up to the negative side effects of coronavirus, or the negative symptoms, because it inflames your lungs. And then on top of that, because they said from the beginning of this that
are we not smart enough to figure this out? We don't need somebody to tell us this. You did not go to medical school and become a doctor to tell people that if you're breathing in smoke and coughing and you have coronavirus, you're more likely to spread it to someone else.
You might not need that, genius.
Fight? I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up.
Exactly.
You might not need that, genius, but there's a lot of people out there that don't understand why this is the way it is. Like they don't connect the dots, and that's what the CDC is here for, is to connect the dots for the individuals that can't connect the dots when it comes to health. So
what I'd like them to do is help us come up with a damn cure for the coronavirus.
Well, they're working on that.
I know they are. We just got to wait till the third week of November.
Wednesday the 4th.
It's like when that movie, that Star Wars movie, you've been waiting for years to come out, or months to come out. We know that the coronavirus vaccine is going to come out.
It's not going to be Wednesday. Who am I fooling? This election's not going to.
Oh, because they're doing mail-in.
It's not going to be resolved on the day after the election.
Well, because they're doing mail-in, they said up to 3 weeks after the election before we actually know what's going on. So
it was. I find it funny that
is it the 10th? Is it the second Tuesday of November is election day?
Did you see
the first?
That
I think it's the 10th.
Day before yesterday, NCAA
Christmas
announced when their basketball is going to start for basketball programs.
It was like November something, wasn't it?
It was the 25th, which
it's the day before Thanksgiving.
I got it. Yeah, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I got a chuckle out of that because I thought, they're waiting till the dust settles from the election before they can get back into it, because they don't want the country to be distracted. So they're like, because it was supposed to go off on the 10th, a week after the election, and they pushed it back 2 weeks. Is all they did.
Oh, sorry. Election day is the first Tuesday of November. It's on the 3rd.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 1, 2. Yeah. It'll be 3 weeks. We should know something by the 24th.
Yeah, but I mean, at least we'll be sick of hearing it for 3 weeks, and then we'll just be like, hey, does anybody got some basketball they could play? And
I hope people can find this entertaining and laugh a little bit. How
there's
ridiculous
the NCAA
this is.
saying, we're here for you, man. Remember when we got canceled last spring? We're back.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Red Zone Challenge up and running. KZOZ.com. Make sure you get your picks in. Get over there. You can win yourself $25 to go to Pappy McGregor's if you're the high point getter for the week, as well as you get to pick the music that plays all week, like Miss Rawls did. Jessica Rawls, Paso Robles, scores the Steve Miller Band, I should say. She scores $25, and she gets to hear songs from the Steve Miller Band. We do it at 8:20, 12:20, 5:20, and 7:20. So 4 times a day, whatever band you choose. It has to be a rock band. We'll play that song.
Rock band.
Suzanne was giving out some.
Can I tell you?
Can't be rap.
Rock band.
Can't be rap.
What's a rock band? Does anybody who's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
I don't know,
count as
I would say
rock band?
Madonna and Michael Jackson are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I don't think that works. I think.
What do you mean that doesn't work?
I think she wants it to be. I thought she wanted it to be an artist that
did
as a classic rock artist.
Rock?
Well, it says classic rock band, so it can't just be rock. It has to be a classic.
Is there a classic
band.
rock and roll Hall of Fame?
No.
Until there is, I think anybody in the
classic rock
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is game for a week of songs on KZOZ.
So that's how it works.
Dave Matthews, bring your Dave Matthews, bring your Madonna.
It's not classic rock.
Bring your Dave Matthews, bring your Madonna.
I hope not. Please don't. I'm not a Dave Matthews fan. I'd never have.
I don't care. It's not for you. It's for the winner.
Yeah,
nobody if you like Dave Matthews and you like to pick football games, have at it. KZOZ.com.
Red Zone Challenge. You just have to pick who's going to win, who's going to lose. That's it. It's very easy, very quick. You could win $500 cash. That goes to the number 1 points getter throughout the season. You're in for the long haul, though. You will not be awarded this till February when the season and the Super Bowl are over. And there's a trip for two to Hawaii.
Trust me, the 6-month outlook on the economic situation, and that $500 is going to be nice. It's a little surprise come February.
It's all brought to you by our friends at Donahue Truck Centers. They're in Santa Maria. They're the home of Hino Trucks and the North County Realtor, our friend Fred Bruin.
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Good morning, it's Jeff and Jeremy online, KZOZ.com. You can connect with us via the text lines, the 805 lines we like to call them, 805-543-3693.
Via or
call
via?
Or text.
Via or via?
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 Via or via?
I think via.
Tomato.
Via reminds me of the automotive shop over
Via the text line? Via the text line?
In the Sohai.
How about you
district.
say what you say and I say what I say? I think they both work.
I say via.
I'm like Osprey and Osprey. Did you ever look that up?
It can be said either way.
No, it can't.
Unlike via. Because via is VILLA.
Hi, good morning. Hello, you're on.
The other day, this is Jim from Squirrel's Tractor. The other day we were talking about transients, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was off the air. You told me about the Wendy's
The
poo-poo challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't believe you, and I just drove over there. And lo and behold, there are two big piles.
You went and checked behind the green box?
Yeah, because there was a bicycle that looked like a kid's bicycle leaning up there. I was getting a breakfast sandwich, and I was like, oh, my kid could probably use that bike. And there was two piles of poop right there.
Well, God, maybe we ought to start giving them money and start buying them shovels so they could dig a hole and bury it.
Nope. I'm going to make a box that says pick up after your transient, and there'll be poo-poo bags. And then there can be little bags everywhere.
Like when you go to the dog park?
Exactly. Yep.
Just put it on
And then
a
I'm going to make some for the horses at Montana de Oro that say pick up after your horse, and it'll be a big old trash bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm concerned, though. Why wouldn't you believe me on that?
Well, it's not that I didn't believe you. I had to do a little self-investigating.
Okay. You think I make up stories. That's great. It's good that you have that opinion of me.
No, I don't think you make up stories. I wanted to see it.
Yeah,
you wanted to see it for myself.
So
you wanted to see it to believe it.
You got more than I saw of it. What did it end up looking like? Did he have a healthy diet?
Oh, gross.
No, it looks like burnt bacon, man.
Okay, gross. So gross.
See you, Jim.
Bye.